Hello, everyone, and welcome back once again to Garry's Mod. And the map I'm going to be playing today is Silent Hill Condo, a self contained fan story set in the world of Silent Hill. Now, Silent Hill as a franchise is one that I don't have a tremendous amount of experience with, but about a year ago I did play Silent Hill 2 on the channel, and what was interesting to me about that is how, despite its horror elements, it was really more of a therapeutic journey for the protagonist. And since the world was a reflection of the protagonist, there was a lot of symbolism and foreshadowing that could actually, in retrospect, enable you to guess a lot about the nature of the player's kind of demons and the things he came here to confront. And I wonder if this map will be taking the same philosophy. Also, sorry if my voice sounds a little bit different in this one. I think I'm getting sick. I feel fine, but my throat's kind of messed up. But let's give it a shot. Oh, wow. There's even a delay for the continue prompt to come up. I can practically imagine it saying press X to continue instead of E. But we better get out of here before we hear too much copyrighted music. Instructions. For the intended experience, please use the Silent Hill game mode that comes with this map. This map is not intended for multiplayer, and may not function correctly if not in a single-player session. Press E to open doors, pick up items, investigate areas, and examine notes. Press again to exit notes. A cursor will appear when highlighting an item or area you can interact with. Press F to toggle flashlight, and that most ominous of all instruction prompts, press Shift to run. Regarding your last letter, I managed to locate the key you requested. The refurnishing company was still holding it, even after the incidents. It will unlock the front door of the Sycamore apartment unit, but not the rooms themselves. I'm sure you'll find a way. You've always been a resourceful person. I'm still not sure what you hope to find. So it seems like my character is on a bit of a therapeutic journey of their own. Returning to an apartment complex where I guess they used to live or have some kind of otherwise attachment to. But it sounds like I'm not the only one here. This really does remind me of the apartments from Silent Hill 2. In fact, it may even be using some assets from that. Alright, well, let's have a look around. I'm really curious to know what my personal connection is going to be to this place. And what are the incidents that the letter was referring to? Locked up tight, okay. Last up is the intendant's office. Here we go. I can see they've really gone above and beyond, not only to nicely detail the environments, but also to actually make it graphically look a lot like Silent Hill 2. I mean, I'd almost believe that this was ripped straight from the game. And it's very beautiful as well. Silent Hill 2 actually had this weird, ethereal beauty to it, especially during the daylight. In that way, it actually utilized its environment to kind of have the same place be very different depending on whether it was day or night. Oh, there's a key right here. Key for a padlock. I'm sure that'll give us access to the stairwell. And there's a note right here. Tenant complaint form, July 6th, 2002. Name of tenant, Miss Doris Williams. Apartment room 202. Making a domestic complaint saying regular disturbances from the room above, 302. Shouting, abuse, noise through the night. Actions taken, none. Superintendent has discouraged contacting the police. I can't take it anymore. Okay, so this resident lived in 202, and there was some kind of disturbance above in 302. So both of those apartments just became points of interest. I always love these little safety bubbles, these little calm areas amidst all the scary stuff around it. I feel like the actual Silent Hill 2 game did that a bunch of times as well, with places like the bowling alley, and every time you were with Maria. It's almost like you had to kind of do the painful thing to continue on the spiritual journey, but the world at times would kind of tempt you to just kind of sit down and be comfortable where you were, and not really progress. These lights pouring through the windows, motes of dust on the air. Conveniently positioned wheelchair in the middle of a light shaft in the hallway, yep. This developer certainly knows how to get that style. Door to the utility closet is locked. Oh, good. I was worried it was just going to get darker and darker. Oh, but I do have a flashlight. Door's not going to open. I gotta try them all. We're playing an adventure game now. That radio's on and that fire pit is still smoking. Whoever this is must still be here. Even the dialogue for trying the gate says so. Now in room 104. I'm gonna rely on the natural light as much as possible, just because I think that looks cooler and more atmospheric. Some cans of spray paint. Can we raid the fridge? No? Yeah, this is the adventure game aspect where we just have to try everything on everything. Don't tell Ian. I know he's keeping things quiet, but he should be hung from the rafters for what he's doing to her. If Ian doesn't act, who's gonna do something? I'll keep shut about it for now, but I know the others agree. I pocketed the spare from Ian. It's under the houseplant. If Ian won't do anything, we'll evict him ourselves. So maybe Ian is the building manager? And they're all upset because he's not doing anything about this abuse case that everyone else can hear? And maybe I'm Ian, or maybe I'm the victim of the abuse. But we can check under the houseplant and get that key. It's a key with the number 302 written on the top. Honestly, this so far almost feels like it could actually be its own Silent Hill game. I mean, all the detail in the world, the way the story has been crafted so far, because all the environments in Silent Hill 2, they would kind of paint a story about them. Which is kind of weird how, like, because the world is a reflection of the character. I could have sworn I just saw somebody peeking that corner, but it might have just been the way the padlock was going over the edge of that door. I hate those times when I'm lost in thought and am not sure if I saw something. But this allows us through. And this is 303. 301 and 302. There's a note right there. Let's check all our corners before we start trying to progress. Okay, we're done checking corners. Let's progress. Rent receipts, amount received 402, 402. God, I wish I could pay $402 a month in rent. To Mrs. Hannah Horn and Mr. Jacob Horn. Okay. Oh, I see. They were splitting the rent, so it's $804, which, sadly, still sounds really attractive to me. I'm in New York, so good luck finding even the crappiest single-bedroom basement for less than $1,200. And probably more than that now. I thought this room was supposed to be renovated. They had a baby. And for some reason, I was able to pick up the bear. Can't touch the briefcase. A small key. Oh, I should have looked at what it said on the... No. Can I get under the desk? I don't know if I'll be able to fit. Maybe I can get behind it? No. Some of the best scares are done through sound design. That must be... So, it's a woman holding a baby, but the husband is blotched out. I'm starting to get the impression I'm probably the baby. You weren't here before. That legitimately caught me off guard. I was expecting just another sound scare like I've experienced a million times before. Hello? Really? My character doesn't have anything to say about this? Okay. Can't touch the phone. A bloody axe. This can't be. But there's a third corpse back there. Is blocked, but I can see the feet of another corpse. What happened here? With that third body, the plot certainly thickens. Maybe this was the person who got the key and said that they were going to come up to do something themselves? And what is this symbol? Wait, what happened to me? Where am I? Oh, we've entered like an otherworld. Like what happened in the hospital in Silent Hill 2. My head is pounding. This can't be real. And now this apartment has been replaced with, like, an industrial space. Almost turning spaces into what they felt like in the protagonist's mind. Wait, I feel like I just got turned around. Oh no, there's an open door here now. Williamson W. Norton, licensed professional counselor. To the Honorable Judge Matthew Cliffcut, District of Maine Court. Your Honor, I'm a mental health therapist. I began seeing Jacob Horn in April of 2000 in several marriage counseling sessions, before moving on to one-on-one sessions in May. In my professional opinion, Jacob Horn suffered from an intermittent explosive disorder, characterized by bouts of extreme anger, irrational impulse, and paranoia. Mr. Horn also had a history of drug usage in the past that worsened... Something read worsened these issues, but had stated that he had not used any drugs since 1999. Jacob's relationship with his wife, Hannah Horn, was turbulent and troubled, though Jacob stated he believed the relationship was improving. In my opinion, the relationship was borderline abusive. Jacob also described himself as reluctant to form a bond with his daughter, Alice, apparently out of a fear that she would be just like me. So he had some kind of, self-hatred. Can't interact with these. Can't take the axe either, which seems like something I would want to do. I'm afraid for what we'll find when we step back out here. In Silent Hill 2, this was the moment when things got a lot more dangerous. Oh, I don't like being able to see down all this way through the floor. It makes it feel like I can't trust the ground I'm walking on not to fall out from under me. Or for something not to reach up and grab me. What are you? Really, my character has nothing to say about this. The only way down is down the elevator shaft. Wait, it's not an elevator shaft, it's an apartment hallway turned vertically. Am I doing the right thing? Can I cheese the system by... Nope! I thought maybe I could cheese the system by using the rungs on the side, but no such luck. Don't do a ladder scare. Don't do a ladder scare. Where am I now? It looks like we're back at the entrance. Only now our only exits are boarded up. Oh my. This actually looks like the stairway leading up to the top of the hotel. Oh, once again, capturing that claustrophobic horror and contrasting it with this surreal, like almost calming visual symbolism. Like here, it's like we stepped out of that horror and into this heavenly light, which we now have to ascend into. Oh, this really is just directly the location from Silent Hill 2. To Jessica, I had to go stay with Tracy again today. Jacob's outbursts are getting worse, and I fear he might be on something once again. I can already hear your voice telling me to go, but I simply can't. I know you don't care for him, but I know him better than anyone. And I know that deep inside him is that kind, gentle soul I fell in love with. I love you, Jess. Tomorrow I'm going to finally confront him. If something should happen to me, please look after Alice. You'll always be my darling sister, Hannah. But what do I do now? Oh. I guess I have to step out again. So clearly the scene that we were seeing was the aftermath of her attempt to confront him. But then who was the third body? And back inside. This looks like a gurney. Are we going to be transitioning into like a hospital type element rather than an apartment one? Department of Corrections incident report. Double homicide suicide. At around 20:30 hours on August 13th, Stanley Gardner, occupant of the Sycamore Apartment Unit 104, reported the sounds of an altercation in Unit 302. Reporting officer arrived on the scene with Officer Philip Gavlin at around 20:50 hours and entered the apartment unit. Upon arrival, Sergeant Fuller found the unresponsive body of Jacob Horm in the lounge room, in a sitting position on the sofa in front of the television, covered in blood, with evidence of an overdose. Officer Gavlin called in for paramedics and assistance from Officer Hank Truman and Kate Holmes, as Sergeant Fuller searched the premises, finding a bloodied axe on the kitchen counter. Addendum 2.3. Inside the bathroom, the bodies of Hannah Horn and the building's intendant, Ian Dwyer, were found. So I guess he finally did get around to investigating, and it cost him. Mrs. Horn was discovered in the bathtub, with an axe wound across the stomach, face down in the water and unresponsive. Mr. Dwyer was found with several axe wounds, his body half stashed behind a wooden cover near the dryer and washer, unresponsive. Officer Gavlin identified an infant, later identified as Alice Horn, asleep inside a crib in the bedroom. Officers Truman and Holmes arrived on the scene and assisted with cordoning off the unit for paramedics, as Sergeant Fuller and Officer Gavlin assembled the building's current occupants into the south lobby for questioning. Those present inside the building were Stanley Gardner, who made the initial report, Tracy Gardner, both of room 104, Doris Williams of room 202, and Laurel Benson of 203. Earl Dwyer, brother of Ian Dwyer, arrived at the scene, responding from a call made earlier, at approximately 2015 hours, by Stanley Gardner. I was starting to think that this had maybe revealed a little too much too early for my taste, but the plot has thickened. As has my terror. What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh, what's happening? Oh, we're like in a prison cell. I can't see anything beyond this grate. And there's that haze that we saw around the monster in the apartment building. We've actually seen it in a couple of places. I wonder what it means. I'm right back in the apartment, only it's totally pristine now. And my character says something feels wrong. The air is almost too thick to breathe. Oh, night must have fallen while I was in there. It's almost too quiet for comfort. And the closet door is open. It wasn't before. Can't open that. Actually, I'm so used to the dialogue or going through that I was almost kind of startled by the knob turning. And that's not good. Hello? Can anyone out there hear me? Is there anyone there? Hello? Please. I'm walled into my own traumatic past. Missing. Several reported missing. Last seen at gruesome murder apartment. Silent Hill, Maine. Several young adults have been reported missing in Silent Hill area. While this has had a history of missing persons reports, several cases have recently been reported from the Sycamore apartment unit, which was left derelict in 2002 after the Horn murders took place at the building. The people reported missing include 3 unknown urban explorers. Then how can they be... If they're unknown, how can they be reported missing? And young something. Incident that took place years ago. Authorities inspected the building's interior, finding evidence of several break-ins and vandalism, but no sign of the missing persons. Authorities also had no comment to give on the rise of missing persons, stating that despite the rise in reports, no new information has been discovered on any perpetrator behind these disappearances. Man, that's really bothering me. How can missing people be unknown? Like, how do you know they're missing? Ending. Eternal stay. Wait, so what could I have done differently? I'm definitely gonna go back and try to get some of the... achievements? 3 different endings? Am I still playing Garry's mod? This is incredible. But it seems like the way to get more endings would be to explore around more. Read all the notes, so apparently I missed some. Another brick in the wall found the bad secret, and swallowed by angles, found the graffiti artist's hideout. There's so much more to see. So I'm now realizing that we did actually enter apartment 104 before. This is the one with the guy that eventually called it in, the one who is now actually very, very sus. Wait, did I read this before? Jacob, this is the last warning I can give. The other occupants will not be abiding of your outbursts for much longer. Sooner or later, someone's going to call the authorities. Or worse. Then it won't matter how much dirt you have on me. For God's sake, don't get us both screwed. Ian. So Jacob had some kind of blackmail material on the building attendant. The plot thickens yet again. Can't believe I missed that before. They're alone. I missed that as well. Oh, I just realized that graffiti says, "Rest in peace, Alice." Yeah, I'm just going back through and trying things out to see if anything changed before I go investigate the bathroom. The machine is churning out something rusted. What rusted? I really gotta investigate everything, because given how linear that whole thing felt, I really gotta wonder what I could have missed. Something in there is making my head ache. Oh, there's like something lumpy and fat, like laying on a mattress or something. Almost like a bloated corpse. Alright, this time I'm not gonna wait for something to happen, I'm just going to run. Run, run. Oh, there is more. There is more. I'm not just scripted to get caught. Run, run. I don't even know what's chasing me, and I'm afraid to turn around. Run. No, no. No, just gotta keep running. Forget these doors. Oh my god! Okay, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. It's one of those things hanging upside down like we saw between the grate before. Keep going, just keep holding down Shift W, Shift W, Shift W. Don't do this to me, game. The light at the end of the tunnel is there. No! And now we're back into the darkness. Great. Oh, I can't see anything. Give me that bear. That's one of the achievements. It's like Indy going back for his hat. No, 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 no. There's the rail that it must travel along, and I'm out. Okay. And there you are. Am I metaphorically putting you away? Rest in peace, Hannah Horn, 1978 to 2002. And now we can come into here, but there's nothing. Am I back? This place looks different. It's like everything's been repaired. The fridge is gone. Or at least was in the process of repairs. We've seen several different versions of this space, but So far, this is the most pristine. Philip and Sons Refurnishing. To Earl Dwyer, regarding the Sycamore Apartments. I regret to inform you that P&S Refurnishing has decided to conclude business in regards to the Sycamore Apartments Commission due to ongoing strange incidents, as many of our employees have elected against working at the site. Despite being inspected multiple times, there is a discrepancy among each report of the site. Some of our employees describe the site as almost incomplete, while others state that the decayed condition has not changed. This, combined with the accidental injury that occurred, has led to us choosing to conclude work with room 302, and not to continue with the rest of the building. P&S apologize for the inconvenience. Gerald Devon, Philip and Sons Refurnishing Foreman. I think I got what I wanted. It's time to leave. So I guess I sort of metaphorically outran whatever feelings I have towards this incident. Is there anything new I can explore? Well, I know there is. That's a very nice beat that it's playing right now, but I think I'm most likely going to have to mute it. YouTube's generally pretty kind with video game soundtracks. You know, the wheelchair is gone. But sometimes, with certain cases, it's not. Can't look through there. That's it. That's all there is. Wow, even after all that, there's still so much that I didn't see. Regarding your last letter, oh, it's the full thing. I managed to locate the key you requested. The refurnishing company was still holding it even after the incidents. It will unlock the front door of the Sycamore apartment unit, but not the rooms themselves. I'm sure you'll find a way. You've always been a resourceful person. I'm still not sure what you hope to find, but I hope you do find closure in this. Your mother was a good woman, Alice. She didn't deserve what had happened to her. Please don't let the past destroy your future. The only thing we can do for us, and for Hannah, is to move on. Love from your aunt, Jessica Horn. Oh, we even get a final walking away cutscene, just like Silent Hill 2. Ending. Moving on. So that was Silent Hill Condo. I'm not going to go back for the other secrets right now, although they do have me very curious. And by the end of this, I'm probably going to talk myself into doing it anyway, like I did with Suite 776. But anyway, so that was Silent Hill Condo, to get back on topic. And wow, that was great. Not just in terms of the excellent map design, but also I feel like the tone of the story and the way the story is told was very true to the source material that it's inspired by. Great. I didn't find the utility room stash. I apparently didn't read all the notes. There's so much that I didn't find. And I just don't understand how that's possible, because I feel like I was really, really thorough. I tried every door multiple times, started looking in all kinds of crevices, but somehow I still haven't found everything. Of course I'm coming back for the secrets. How could I not? The more I talked about how I'm not going to look for them, the more I hyped myself up and got so curious. Now luckily the creator has published a very convenient guide for how to find some of them. And it's not just like telling me where they are or what they are. It actually doesn't say what they are. Just gives like the most basic hints at where to look. Now, one of them is the utility room key. And it said, I believe it said outside room 104. It's very carefully hidden. So let's have a look around. Gotta look in every little crevice. Ah! Oh, I never would have thought of this. I didn't even think they would be physics props. Hello? A key labeled utility. Can we see anything through there? Can't move this stuff, but... Beware the hangman. Oh, that's some nice foreshadowing. Okay, so now we have the utility room key. What can we do with that? I mean, besides open the utility room. Another note. A briefcase with some cash, and it says there's a strange white powder in these bags. Ah, the building attendant was a drug dealer. Ian, August 12th, 9:30 drop. Do something about police visits. And for God's sake, work something out with Jacob. HT. The one for found the bad secret says, outside 301, keep looking. Do I maybe have to stare at something? Wait, it also said, I believe the achievement was called Another Brick in the Wall? Maybe it has something to do with this? Okay, well, maybe it has something to do with these right here. Can we use these to break planks? It worked on post-Soviet yard. Unfortunately, the creator isn't clarifying any further with this one. All there is one Steam comment saying, like, I can't get this one. Is there something I'm supposed to do with the 3 bricks? Meanwhile, the creator is probably chuckling to himself. He doesn't know how to use the 3 bricks. Yeah, I truly have no idea what it wants with this, and there's only so long that I'm willing to spend on it, so if anybody knows what to do, let me know and I'll go revisit it. Ah, now these are one of the stones that we can apparently get. The stone calls out for its brothers in order to achieve the secret third ending. Yep. Cleverly hidden in room 104. Wow, these are really well hidden. Places that, even when I was trying to be thorough, I didn't see. What was that? I didn't hear that the first couple of times. Did it say ritual? Now it said when you exit the Otherworld lobby to the staircase, you'll hear a whisper, and to return to the lobby. Aha. There's more to this now. And here we discover the graffiti artist's hideout. Now, rest in peace, Alice. Is this somebody who has some kind of connection to me? I can hardly make sense of what all this says, but there's another warning for the hanging man. Who is HT? Is Alice alive? Where are my friends? Is this hell? This must be one of the people who went missing in this building. Now, apparently for one of the stones, we have to hop this railing. Yeah, I'd actually tried that before, and it wasn't working. I just assumed there was some kind of invisible wall here. But here we can find the third of 5 stones. The second of 3 bears should be right in this corner behind the crib. Excellent. Now for the next thing, we've got to be really careful, because when we enter the chase hallway, we've got to look down and to the left. We might not have a lot of time. Okay, now we've got to look down and to the left, right there in that corner, and run. Run, 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 run. Oh, God. You know, after the more subtle Silent Hill-esque horror that the rest of this map had, this is kind of a really panic-inducing chase sequence. It almost reminds me of running from Pyramid Head in the basement of the hospital. And the worst part is, this monster is on rails, but, you know, because of the environment, so are we. Now the wall is going to close in front of us, and somewhere towards the end here, we're going to see that... we're going to see that bear. Grab the bear. Grab you. Run, run, run. And I think that's all 3 bears. I would stop to look, but it's got to be right behind me. And we're home free. There should still be 1 more note to find, and 1 more of those strange stones. Question is, where to look? Maybe in the closet? There's an arrow pointing down. I know it's in this apartment somewhere. Ah, there it is! God, that sound actually scared me this time in conjunction with the sound of the door. Oh, it opens the bedroom. Okay, had a little bit of weird texture flickering there, but there's a hole carved down through the floor. Straight into a sealed room with an elevator. Danger, you're now entering a U.S. military installation. Use of deadly force has been authorized. Oh boy, we're getting a meme ending. What is this, Resident Evil? Have I entered the hive? Complete with torture chamber and blast doors. This is a lot of effort for a secret ending. I can't wait to see where this is going. Stay in your group. Do not remove the color-coded wristband and filtration mask provided to you. Use of deadly force has been authorized. Keep arms above head at all times or you will be shot on sight. Oh boy. I think these are Left 4 Dead assets. What is this? UFO destroys quiet main town. Has the alien war begun? It's a UFO ending. Isn't there something like this in Silent Hill 2? Or 1, maybe? I feel like I remember this being a thing. Like, there were a couple of kind of joke endings to each of them that were dependent on you doing specific things. Oh, that's hilarious. Wish you were here. Oh, it's Alice for the new Alien Pals. Hey, Lamau. Ending beyond belief. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to have to mute the audio here, but believe me, it's a bop. Alright, well, I've already done my outro, but once again, that was a really fun map. Very true to the source material, including by including this meme ending. And actually really surprisingly tough secrets. I mean, I still haven't found what's outside room 301, and if you know, please tell me, because I will absolutely revisit it. Now let's just see what achievements we got, and that'll be that. Okay, so we got all of them except for 301. That taunts me so much. But if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to do that will be at the Discord, which I'll link in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one.